What's up, everybody? Good to see you this Saturday morning, Friday night. Tommy, welcome. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to start rolling in, and we'll hit the topic, and then we'll have like an open forum. But we're going to be talking about the statistics from Thailand that nobody ever wants to hear. Good morning, Jim. Good to see you, bud. Donnie, good to see you too. Like I said, I'm just going to let some people roll in here before we get started on the topic and make sure I have my moderators in here. Give Jim a wrench and wait and see if a few more people show up. I think my internet's lagging a little bit today, but that's okay. We'll get to the point here in just a minute. Mitchell, hello, good morning. Stuck in Florida. What's up, dude? Get you a wrench in there. And should be good to go. John Alexander, hello. Hello to you. Robert, hello. How are you, sir? Good to see everybody in the chat this morning. And I think we shall now begin with the topics. All of these topics come from the news source Bangkok Jack. Probably pretty important that you guys know that so you can look this information up. So, according to Thailand, or according to Bangkok Jack, Thailand has the 7 days or 6 days. What's it called? 7 dangerous days of the new year. That's basically what it amounts to. Be accountable. What's up? Thank you, man, Donnie. You see, I found some info on military retirees. What's the best way to get it to you? Email it to me. Hey, Roger. Good to see you, bud. Kalud, KG. Hey, bro. Long time. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Yes, the bucket hat is back. Go more height. Throw your wrench in there. Stuck in Florida says, hang on. I can't see it right now. Jim Pell, how are you doing, sir? Yeah, that would be a good update. Okay, so I'm going to stay on topic for a few minutes, and after I'm done with the topic, we can talk about it, and then we can have open forum and the whole 9 yards. So, what's up, Cody? Good to see you, bro. So Thailand has this thing known as 7 dangerous days. And basically what it means is it's the 7 dangerous days of accidents, driving accidents here in Thailand. And as everybody knows, Thailand doesn't have the best reputation in the world for driving, safe driving or safe roads or anything like that to begin with. So far, and this is quoting from Bangkok Jack, 317 people lost their lives on Thai roads in the first 6 of the 7 dangerous days. 317 people. The Thai New Year holidays and more than 3,000 people were injured in some type of traffic-related incident in 6 of the first 7 days of the new year. And this was reported, obviously, reported by the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, and it was reported on January the 2nd. This says that department puts it up to 547 accidents, 55 deaths, and 577 injuries. So far, the province with the highest total for accidents is Songkhla. I think I pronounced that right. I tried to anyway. Good morning, Tord. Thank you for subscribing. Great to know. Philthos, greeting from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the cradle of liberty and birthplace of the U.S. Marines. Yes, sir. And I heard the Marines are doing a good job. So, that province in particular, Songkhla, I hope I said that right, is the province with the highest total for accidents. There were 32 and 35 injuries. Also, Ratchaburi and Udon Thani had the most casualties with 4. 4 people didn't make it out. The 7 dangerous days from December 27th to January 2nd are so called because with so many people traveling to and from family holiday and greetings and all that stuff that they do with family. That's when the accidents seem to spike. What we got? Hey, Addie, good to see you. Frank, what's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. 18,000 people DUI. That wouldn't surprise me. So there's a little sign under the. Well, let me read this first. It says, by Thursday, the 6th day, 317 people had been killed in 3,076 road accidents and 3,160 injured. That's in 6 days, guys. 6 days. Hey, Big T, what's going on? Kevin, good to see you. Yeah, I definitely am, man. I think so, Cody. I think they're fairly common. I really do. For example, this is a sign up in the Udantani and Banmai Lam Cha Mwix or something like that. And basically it says in Thai, the Thai advice is if you are drunk, drive slowly. So that kind of goes to, I guess that kind of goes to show a little bit about where the accidents and stuff rank here. 39.3% are blamed on drunk driving and 28.3% are speeding. Most of the casualties this year have been age 50 or older. Motorcycles accounted, listen to this, and I drive a motorbike every day. Motorbikes accounted for 79.4% of the vehicles involved. That does not set well with the guy who drives a motorbike every day. Yeah, every day. I imagine the penalties are harsh, Cody. I haven't really dove into those yet. That's probably something I should definitely look at. Okay, let's talk about something else I wanted to mention to you guys. So this says also that holiday makers could travel for 44 days in Thailand and 26 days in Mexico on a budget of 500 pounds. That's compared to only 6 days in Switzerland and Norway. I don't know what you guys think about that, but that doesn't. I don't know how you do it on 500 pounds. No, I just don't know how you do it. No penalties or joke, just small fines. I hear you. Go more hike. I just finished cooking and sat down to eat. Cool, man. What was I going to tell you? So the Thai baht has officially taken a hit. This is not really big news. It's nothing special, so I'm just going to kind of read the highlight here for you. It said the Thai baht has dropped by more than 1%, pushing USD to Thai baht pair higher to 30.106, reportedly due to the central bank intervention. The currency traded at 30.226 in Asia. So that means it took a little bit off. Yeah. Gomer Hike says 500 pounds a week. No, it says you can stay 44 days for 500 pounds. I don't know how that's even possible, man, to be honest with you. I really don't. Let me see. Frank says hitchhiking, eating grass on the side of the road. Yeah, probably. Tim, hey, Tim, finally found a live stream. Been a while. Yes, sir. Glad to have you, man. Also, I thought I would read you this final article on. It's kind of a statistical article, but it's kind of not. But it's still some of those numbers and things that you really don't want to see um, when you decide to come to Thailand. Um, the highlight of this one is, and this is Bangkok Jack again. Um, it says nurse dies after drinking cyanide laced tea. That's what it says. A nurse in northern Thai Binh province um, perished after drinking cyanide laced bubble tea, allegedly meant for her colleague, police said. So, there's some weird things that go on here, and I still think Thailand is a safe country. I still think it's one of the better, safer countries to be in. I still love this place, and I'm not saying anything negative about it, but these are just some of the stuff that you don't ever hear, and I wanted to be sure that you guys got some of the information because lots of time people don't get that information. So anyway, we can open it up now. We can talk about anything you want to. Got the topic out of the way. Oh, I did good too. Got the topic out of the way in 11 minutes. And now we can proceed with our regularly scheduled Saturday morning live stream. Cody says they must have pulled at Bob Marley's house. I hear you, man. That would make sense for sure. Castle Vetro. My last trip confirmed what so many expats have been saying for 5 years, and that is that it's not fun anymore. To me, it's fun when I have the time to get out and do stuff. I find it very fun. It's just it doesn't always work out that, or it doesn't always work out that way for me. Let's see here. Addie says huge firestorms here, worst ever. I heard about Australia and those firestorms, man. I really, really, really hope you guys are safe and don't have any more troubles. It's okay, Jim L. You can always go back and watch the replay, no problem. Mariah says, yeah, there's plenty of crazy people over there, but we probably have more crazy people in the USA. I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. If you guys are enjoying the content, pretty please thumbs up. There's RU Experience. What's up, brother? There's your wrench. Appreciate you coming on, man. I was wondering if you were going to make it. Let's see. With high tariffs on China and Thailand, plus a devastated tourist industry, the next few years for Thailand will be much worse. That is a statement that could very, very well be true. Very well be true. Cody says firestorms are from lightning. I don't know what started the firestorms. That's a good question. Addie, if you want to answer that, that'd be great. Soy Bacau says, I've lived in Pattaya, and in my humble opinion, it's not the Pattaya from 10 to 15 years ago. I miss the Pattaya of days past. And I understand that because I've only been able to participate in the Pattaya scene for about 2 years. And I spent a lot of time up there last year. And last year to this year, it was wow. It was definitely different. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it very, very much. Visa runs, your thoughts? Cambodia, Laos, or Vietnam? Depends on what visa you're going for. Probably your best bet are you looking at doing a land run or a flight or just a straight border run? Because I would say probably Savannah at Laos is your best bet all the way around. But there's a lot of there's a lot of decisions to be made there because it depends on what type of visa you're going to get. If you're just going to get a tourist visa, um, I would probably say Savannakit would be a good, safe place to do that. Where was I at here? Let's see. Got the first. Did I turn on the ringer? Oh, I didn't have the ringer on. Got the first contribution of the day. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Make sure I got everything covered up there. $10. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you again. Much appreciated. I haven't lived in Pattaya for 10 to 15 years. I've only been able to experience for 2, but I could tell a difference from last year to this year, because I'd always heard the hype about how Pattaya was so good, it's so busy, and all this stuff. Last year it was fairly busy, but this year, other than the holidays, I haven't really heard. Like, I got a friend that's in Pattaya right now, and he says it's ghost town. So I don't know. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Cody says, yeah, but nothing is as good as it was 15 years ago. Just my opinion. That's a fairly good, straightforward point there, Cody. I have to say, it's pretty good. Castavel Vetro says it has nothing left. I've heard that it's dying out around there, and when I say dying out, I don't mean the literal death. I mean the figurative death. So that's probably not such a good thing. But just like the statistics I put out earlier for you guys, the one good stat that came out of that was the central bank lowered the value of Thai baht a little bit. Hopefully in time for that. I mean, they kind of got to do something because the holiday season, the high season, you're in the middle of high season right now, and there's just not a lot of people doing anything. They're just not. They're not coming over. If they do, they're not staying. They're not spending much money. So, what are you gonna do? Let's see. Addie says, not me affected by fire, but many others south. Good. I'm glad it didn't mess with you, man. Tim says, if I am in Thailand and take money out of an ATM there, do I get baht or dollars? You will get baht, Tim. You will get baht. And you will also get an ATM fee from the bank that you take it out of, and then you will also get another ATM fee from your home bank, unless you have something that refunds all that. Cody says, we get older, we see things differently than we did in our 20s. Yes, we do. That is so true, Cody. Let's see. Man, I got way behind on comments. Geez, I got way behind. Let's see. I'm coming, guys. Okay, I'm gonna call you Kaz. Kaz says the Thais of old are still in Thailand and great folk, but let's face it, most men don't want 40-year-old girls. Everybody ages, but the modern crop of people globally is dead in humanity and charm. I can see your point. I can see your point on that. Torch says, poor British guy died. Like, oh man, that was something I was going to bring up too about the statistics. Yeah, the British guy. There was a British guy and his fiance in Pattaya for the fireworks, and one of the fireworks messed up, and it blew up in his face, and he did not live. So again, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful everywhere you go. I mean, that could happen in any country, but still, if you're going to be around fireworks or around things that explode, my suggestion to you would be very, very careful. I'm glad you mentioned that though, because that was something I was going to bring up. Robert says, Tim, you get bought. Yes, you do. All right, your experience. Thank you for throwing up the PayPal link, brother. Appreciate it very much. Filtho says, oh, watch replay of your last live stream. Feedback. The live streams are the most useful part of your channel. Nobody else touches you in the live Q&A aspect. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much. Jim L says, at Soy Bacau, nothing remains the same. We passed the 80s, man. Yeah, everything does change. Michael says, land, yes. I'm not sure what that's talking about. Kaz says, no, Jim L, we passed early 2000s. Yeah, that's also true. Scott, hey, Scott, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, Mr. Scott P. Thanks for dropping in the chat, man. I hope you caught the beginning where we talked about some of the statistics that are just not that healthy for Thailand. Again, let me reemphasize, I love this place. Love living here. Love living here, love working here, love everything about the country. But you also have to remember that putting out statistics is just public information. It's not me down in Thailand in any way, because you know, when it comes to all the accidents and all the bad things that happen on the road, and I just read you a stat that said 79.3% of those were motorbikes. I get on a motorbike every day, and I just have to be super duper extra careful. It's not so much me, it's the people around me that I have to watch. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. Addie says heat waves make firestorms, but 3 kids caught lightning fires over 100 fires in one state. Many people and wildlife gone. Worst fires in history. Wow, that's rough, man. Tim says, Robert, do I get the exchange rate or just what I take out? You get the exchange rate of whatever your bank is going to give you, which is going to be lower than the actual exchange rate. DoMoreLife says, so they must be really bad because they usually don't mention Aussie. Yeah, I agree. Thanks for throwing the PayPal link up, Jim. I appreciate that. Tommy says, Tim, better to take cash and exchange it. Yes, it is. You are exactly right, Tommy. And Tommy would know. JL says, hey, Jeremy, I would like to move out of the U.S. and live in Thailand, but I don't know. What can I do for money? I want to have less stressful life and be more happy. Well, but the first thing I tell people is you can teach. As long as you have a bachelor's degree, probably wouldn't hurt to have a TEFL or a TESOL, but you don't necessarily have to. And that's the easiest job to apply for, because Thailand always needs teachers. And if you have a secondary stream of income coming in, then you shouldn't have a problem. That would be my suggestion. Our experience says at TM you get current exchange rate and more cash for hundreds and fifties, or you can do your bank card. Yep. Dino, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good day, Jazz. Happy Saturday from Smoky, Australia. I just got a smart TV, so you're up on the big screen. Uh-oh. Big shout out to the firefighters here doing an amazing job. Half the country is on fire. That is awesome. Half the country is on fire. And when I say awesome, of course, I mean that is not good at all. Not good at all, man. I feel for you guys down there. I really do. Tord says Pattaya quiet, but Soy Bacau always busy. I believe that. And then Soy Bacau says vacancy rate is quite high now. In this high season, you can pretty much walk in any hotel and they have a room. Only few popular places are full. Wow. Gilmore Hike says, yeah, I sure do hope Australia gets more rain soon. So do I. I worry about my Aussies down there. Robert says, Tim, you get the bank rate. Okay, Robert's explaining the exchange rate. Our experience says New Nana Plaza style bar complex coming to Pat's in New Plaza should be good. Yeah, that should be good. That should be very, very good. Good Lord, I'm behind on Comments. There are no Wells Fargo banks over here, Frank. Just to say, Brett, good morning. Good to see you, man. I'm trying to get caught back up to where I was. Well, Jim L says Pattaya was different before. Yes, it also has to do with YouTube. Nowadays, you can see everything to expect in advance. Before you couldn't. It was another feeling to adventure it yourself. That makes sense. Alaskan Snowbird Picker, how are you, man? Don't worry about being missed. You can always catch it on the replay. Tim says, sounds like Fort Lauderdale, Florida in the 80s when Spring Break City. Now it's a retirement village. Eddie says, firefighters will not shake our prime minister's hands as he cut their funding. Now the firefighters here from the USA and Canada. Wow, man. That's unbelievable. Tim says, I'm 53 years old, so a 40-year-old woman to me is just fine. There you go. I like not being picky. Thank you, moderator. So, looks like that guy right there went nuts or something. You guys can boot him if you want to. A bunch of deleted messages. Brett, good morning to you. It's good, always good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And while I was doing all that talking, Mr. Standby, always good, Roger McGee sent a $25 contribution. I very, very much appreciate that. Very, very much, Roger. Thank you so much because the contributions are really going to help. For those of you that don't know, the CPM has now fallen, as it always does on January 1 or January 2 for YouTube. So with the same amount of views, I get about half as much money is about what it amounts to. So contributions are very, very much appreciated. Jim says, Michael, thank you for the contribution. DoMoreLife family appreciates you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you experienced? Says Jared doesn't care, but YouTube does. So we need to keep chat PC or use code words for certain topics. Please all. That's right. Are you experienced? That's exactly right. Make sure that everybody, if you're not using politically correct terms, then it just ain't gonna work. We don't leave them up because YouTube got so stringent on their policy. That's what happens. I think I answered that question. No, they're not. Oh, wait, there's Scott. Scott P says, I missed it. We'll watch it later. Cool, man. I got it in the first, I think, 11 minutes, so it's not like it's long. No Wells Fargo banks, for sure. Be Accountable says, I agree, Tim, 35 to 40 is awesome. I would agree with you guys on that, too. Soy Bacau says, generational difference is everywhere, not just Thailand, and it's normal. I would agree with that. Except in America, it's just not. In America, it's a little bit different. I don't know why. It's kind of frowned upon in America, and I don't know. One thing about traveling the world is you get to see different perspectives of different cultures, and when you go back to somewhere like America, it just doesn't bother you anymore. So it's pretty awesome. Cody says, to me, 40-year-old Thai woman look 30. That's true. A life of McDonald's chicken nuggets make 40-year-old American women look 55. That's good. David says, what are Thai women like? Don't make them mad, and you have a wonderful, wonderful relationship. That's the simplest explanation I can give you. Scott P says, I have a degree in stats. There's lies, damn lies, and statistics. There's always lies in statistics, or somebody's counting something wrong or whatever. But I went through what seems to be one of the trusted news sources here, and hopefully they're pretty close. Rodrigo says, late Happy New Year. Same to you, man. Bangkok Warrior, any updates on mandatory medical insurance for retirement visa? I know getting your first visa, you now have to have medical insurance, but what about people just renewing? That is a great question, and that is one that I, at this point in time, am simply not qualified to answer because I don't know. I just don't know about the retirement visa. But I do know that you have to have medical insurance to get an extension of stay, which is the 1 year retirement visa. So, um, yeah, you kind of want to make sure you do that. Alpha, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm in Vientiane, Laos, finding it extremely cheap cost of living. That's pretty cool. I always wanted to visit Laos, but I don't know. I don't know. Jose says hi there from Australia. If I had annual leave right now, I'd take 2 weeks in the Philippines over Thailand. Just the value for your money. Even Manila, fantastic if you plan properly. Eh, eh. I believe I'd find somewhere else to go, but that's just me. Soy Bacau says Thai food is definitely healthier than Western diet. That I think has a lot to do with how Thai ladies look at age. I agree with that 100%. Frank says the Thai ATM will charge you fees also. Yep, it'll charge you 200, about 220 baht, and it'll charge you whatever your bank fee is also. Our experience says Thai women are super nice for the most part. That is absolutely true. Soy Bacau says ATMs in Thailand can be expensive, lots of fees. Some are okay, but most have hefty fees. That's true. Go more hike at Alpha Interactions. Is Laos safe? What's your comfort level there? That's a good question. I'd like to know that too. Wow. I'm so behind. So behind. So behind. So behind. So behind. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get caught back up. Okay. Frank says, I agree. Thai women are very nice. Our experience says, yes, ATM is $6.50 from Thailand Bank and $5 from your home bank. So $11.50 to $12 per withdrawal. That's true, 100%. Tim says, to teach English, don't you need to be able to speak and read Thai as well? No, absolutely not. Let's see. Tommy says, thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, we got 73 people watching. Only 15 thumbs up. So if you enjoy the content, give me a thumbs up. If you don't enjoy the content, don't give me a thumbs up. Frank agrees with me. No, just be a native English speaker. That's right. Jim says, do you love the content that you are receiving? Support the channel by buying DoMoreLife apparel. Absolutely. Go over to my Teespring store and buy some DoMoreLife apparel. That's nothing wrong with that. And there's a little bit of everything in there for everybody. There's mugs and stickers and hoodies and socks and shirts and all kinds of stuff. Robert says, dump the troll. Oh, we got a troll in here. If there's a troll in here, dump them. Tim says, Frank, great, because English is the only language I know. Yeah, it's okay, man. Where did you get the hat from, brother? I got this hat on the border of Myanmar. We took a school trip up there last year sometime. I forgot when it was. And we had to wait on the Americans or the non-Thai citizens had to wait there at the border, and the Thais got to go over to the into Myanmar and or Burma, whatever it's called. And there was a set of shops there, and there's a lady making these hats, and for 150 baht, I was like, I gotta have this thing, man. By the way, this is the hat that I was wearing last November when I did a video, and that video currently has like 2.4 million views, by the way. and it's just me sitting down and talking. Alpha says, "Go more hike. I shot a video on my channel yesterday explaining safety cost of living and rented a bike for 10,000 kip, which is $1. Wow, that's pretty good. Are you in Cambodia or Laos? I thought the kip was just in Cambodia. Is that Laos too? I didn't know." Cody says, "I got a good one. Most of the English teacher online jobs say they pay about $20 an hour and you can work from 5 to 10 p.m. every day, mostly for Chinese kids. It's $20 an hour legit." Yeah, you can get pretty close. My first online teaching job, and this was with no teaching experience at all, was paying, I think, $16.11 an hour. So yeah, that's probably possible, Cody. Gilmore Heights says a bike rental for $1. How long was the rental? I know that's exceptional, an exceptional price. Gilmore Heights. Oh, oops, just read that. Tord said, "I know a lot of English teachers out here who speak little to no Thai." Yeah, you're looking at one of them. Alpha says 24-hour bike rental, bro. Wow, 24 hours for $1. That's insane. I mean, that's a good insane. But wow, that's awesome, man. Do they keep your passport as collateral? That's a good interaction. Alpha says bottled beer in Lao is 10,000 kip, $1. Wow. Soy Bacall says never give your passport to anyone, no exceptions, period. I'm 100% behind that. Nobody's getting my passport. They can copy my passport, but they're not getting my passport. Stuck in Florida says that's a bicycle, not a motorbike. Go more hike in case you didn't know. Oh, Alpha says yes, bicycle. Aw, you had us all shook up for nothing, Alpha. But still very cheap. Yes, it is cheap. That's definitely a good deal. What part of the chicken is the McNugget? I love that. Alpha says hotel is $15 a night, breakfast included. That's a good deal. Tord says they do not hold your passport unless you're renting a super bike. Ah, that kind of makes sense. Jamel says, talking to Cody, says, I know a few that have worked in China teaching school or in China teaching kids. They earn around that amount an hour. Chinese wants their kids to learn English. They are willing to pay good. That's true. If you want to get started, I would recommend going with the company like Landy, maybe VIP Kids, but probably not Dada ABC. They haven't been doing too good lately. Remember, I'm around teachers 24/7, so I kind of keep an eye on these things, and some of them do both jobs, and it's just a lot of work because you have to put some weekend hours on there, and you also are going to do some weekly hours as well. So if you got a full-time job, then that becomes your full-time job. Oh, I have news. Speaking about that, I've been recording videos like I used to record videos. Couple different places I went to, but I also did a couple talking head videos, but they're short. And I'm gonna see if that helps pull in some views to the channel and get back to some of the short form stuff instead of the only content that you get is this live stream, which we love live stream. I know that. I love the live stream. You guys love the live stream. I'm more than happy to do the live stream, but I want you guys to get more information than just this live stream. I don't want people to have to comb through an hour and a half worth of material to find what they're looking for. So let's see. Are you experienced? Says make a copy of your passport for bike rentals or motorbike. Remember to video the rental before you take it out, so you have proof the condition it would. Absolutely, before you bring it back. That's what I did the same thing, and that is 100% correct. Um, hang on here. I got way behind. Way behind. Okay, Tim says, is the VA considered retirement insurance? Excellent question that I don't have the answer to, Tim. I would imagine that if you had approved medical insurance that hospitals would cover here, then you would be okay. But that's just my assumption. You can find that out on the website. I would start looking at ThaiVisa.com. DoMoreLife says, I've heard that tip. Jim says, for all the subscribers that don't know, Jeremy uses all of the contributions that he gets to upgrade his equipment and expenses for the channel. That's true. And I also use it to, so for clarification, AdSense money, if I have any left over, because that's not a contribution from you, AdSense money, that's not you taking money out of your pocket. If I have any left over, then I'll put it toward the channel. But AdSense is my secondary source of living income. Contributions, super chats, PayPal's, or any other way you send a contribution to the channel, that's the money allocated for travel and for equipment. Just to let you know. Tommy says, watch Integrity Legal on YouTube. Many videos on the insurance, even new interesting one today. Yeah, there was. Integrity Legal is a great source. Jim says, if any of the subscribers on here can dig into their pockets, yeah, I think you find some loose change, try to send it by PayPal. If you can, they hold less percentage for less fees. He's talking about super chats hold 30%. YouTube gets 30% super chats, and PayPal only holds 3%. That's what he's talking about. And if you notice, I don't ever ask for money, guys. The contributions that are generated through this channel are entirely on you. I don't ask for sure. Jim L says, make sure you have a Thai or international driver's license. If you're in a motorbike, if you have an accident, it can be expensive. That's a great tip, Jim L. Thank you for that. Filtho says, notice Thailand has jumped on the banning single-use plastic bags. What's next? No straws? Yep. They as of the new year, it's only Thai retailers, and I'm going to do a video on this. Thai retailers have jumped on, there is no more plastic bags, so you have to get something that looks like this, reusable eco bag. So you get this and carry it around with you, and that's what they put your groceries in now. Or you can buy it at the cashier's desk at the wherever you're checking out at. They're only like $3. I mean, it's super cheap. Let's see. But yes, you're right, Philthos. Cass says Vietnam is probably going to have a golden era in the next decade. I absolutely agree. Stuck in Florida says, Jim, I dug in my pockets and all I found was a hole. Thanks for throwing up the PayPal link. Our experience, much appreciated. Kaz says, I like your vibe. Thank you. I hope you're talking to me, man. If not, thank you anyway. Tim says, Jeremy, how long did it take you from when you got to Thailand to get accustomed to the Thai culture? Brother, I still am not accustomed to the Thai culture. I'm getting there. But like I said on the live stream either last week or the week before, I can't remember. One of my main priorities is to get this was my goal list from last week. It's probably hard to see. It was suggested that I use a marker next time. But one of my thing was health first, job second. YouTube is equal to this, learning the Thai culture. So I want to interact more with Thais and do more things with them and the first way I'm going to do that is try to meet some very nice Thai lady somewhere. So we'll try that. That's a good question, though. Hey, Emmanuel. JL says, in Thailand, what kind of internet speeds can you get? Amazing. You can get anything you want over here. 5G's not here yet, but it's coming. Filtho says, little regulation was one of the beauties of Thailand. Sad to see that changing. Yeah. I understand that for sure. Cass says, your hats look cool on you. Nice brill and depth on the hat part. Thanks, man. Let's see. Are you experienced? Thai women have a legendary temper, but you won't see it unless you get them mad. True that. Thanks for throwing up the PayPal link, Jim. Go More Hike says, I like the ban on plastic bags. I switched to reusable grocery bags a while back. I agree. And I'm not a super environmental person, but I'm going to be doing some videos and see if I can start doing some things that are more eco-friendly, because after doing some research, I've realized that the problem is a little worse than what I originally thought it was. So Bacal says you can give a copy of passport while renting bike, but it's highly advised, including by the U.S. Embassy, not to part with your passport. You can look it up on the embassy website. 100% agree. 100% agree. Go More Hike agrees too. Our experience says Thailand gives you plastic bags for everything. If you buy a drink, they give you a bag. So they needed to outlaw bags more than most countries. That's true. That's very, very true. Our experience, Cambodia money is, I think he meant to say real. So Cambodia accepts USD as their currency. They do. Or Cambodia accepts USD as their currency. That's very interesting. I can also tell you that Lao will accept the Thai baht for currency. They'll give you back kip, but they'll accept Thai baht. I know that from making a visa run a long time ago. Gilmore High says, I wish they try the ban in the U.S., but I don't think it'd happen. I can always carry more stuff in a reusable bag anyway. That's true. That's very, very true. Yeah, a ban on anything in the U.S. is going to turn into a political nightmare, and it's just going to be blah, 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 blah. Jim L says, and for that bag, they will give you a straw and another bag. Soy Bacal says, totally agree about the comment on temper of Thai ladies. I highly recommend not to test it. You don't want to make a Thai lady angry. I agree with that statement. 100%. Richard, Cambodia real. Oh, okay. 4,000 to 1. Same from first trip 1994, middle of a three-way civil war. Wow. Kip is in Laos. Yeah, that's what I thought. Soy Bacal. That's what I thought. Let's see. Most people are angry. I'm not angry. Are you angry? Let's see. Are you experienced JL? Thailand has good internet. Yes, they do. Thais are no different. That's true. Brett F says news question mark. I went over everything at the beginning, Brett. You have to catch the replay, but I did it all in like less than 11 minutes. We were basically talking about people that there's been over 3,000 injuries, and I think 317, I believe was the number, fatalities in just road accidents in the first 6 of what Thailand calls the 7 dangerous days, which is when people are traveling out on the road. And 79.3% of them were motorbikes. We talked about those statistics. We also talked about a girl who got a bubble tea laced with cyanide, and she didn't make it. We also talked about the Thai baht. They weakened it just a little bit at the central bank, and we talked about a few more things too that has statistical stuff behind it. But you're welcome to go back and watch the replay, brother. Sorry, not any new news right here. Stuck in Florida says, I thought women in South America had a much worse temper than any women I ran into in Southeast Asia. That's probably true. I know a lot of people from South America that live in the States, and it can be pretty bad. Yeah, it can be pretty bad. Slow Bacau says, yes, the aerial is fixed to the USD. That's why it's accepted everywhere in Cambodia. So I'm assuming the aerial is the Cambodia currency. Am I right? Because I haven't been to Cambodia yet. Soy Bacau said, oh, I just read that. Cass says, stuck in Florida, did you have good times in South America? It's a good question. Tim, how long does it take to get a bachelor's degree in teaching in Thailand? Well, if you want to get a bachelor's degree in education, then you'll be set, man. You can teach at international schools then. But you need a bachelor's degree in anything just to be able to work and teach. But if you want to make real money and you want to make a career out of teaching, you have to have an education degree. And they offer programs here that'll get you a master's in education and all that stuff. Dino says, I just give them my driver's license. There you go. Cody says, what if I have an account at Bank of Bangkok? I can just walk in a couple of times a week, get my money, and I'm not paying extra fees, right? That's correct. If you use the ATM in the same province that you open the bank account in, you won't have any fees. And if you do, it'll be like 20. If you're outside the province, it'll be like 20 or 30 baht. Our experience says, Dino, you need a international driver's license. Costs $20 at your local DMV before you go, or you can get fined. Interesting. Kaz gives the international license in the Thai language. Thank you. What do they put your soup in now? I'm not sure I understand that one. Stuck in Florida, you may have to retype it. Tommy says that's funny. Roger says, I've been thinking that if I got cancer over there and would need long-term care, that I could fly to the Cebu and go to the VA hospital. I don't know about the VA's reputation over there, though. I do. And the VA's reputation is really good. I know the one closer to Manila is good, but also the big hospital in Cebu, I cannot remember the name of it. I lived in Cebu for 4 months, and I cannot remember the name of that hospital. Anyway, that hospital is a really good hospital, especially for the Philippines. Let's see. Philto says the other draw of Vietnam is I think you can fully own your business there. No majority national ownership. Can anyone confirm? I think you're right. I can't confirm it, but I think you're right. Cody says pinto beans and cornbread should be on the list too. I hate you. Man, I'm so hungry right now. I hadn't had breakfast or anything. Got pinto beans and cornbread. That's a breakfast of champions right there, man. Thank you for your service, Roger. Absolutely, Roger. 110%. We appreciate all you guys that have served in any branch of the service and helped us keep the freedoms that we have as American citizens. So we love you guys and we appreciate you very much. I wasn't even aware that you were a retired military person, Roger, until today. So double thank you for everything you've done. Let's see. Dino said he's talking all your experience. He says, I mean, when I'm hiring a bike, I give license rather than my passport. Interesting. Roger says, thanks, that was my privilege. That's good words, Roger. Good words, man. Tim says, I hear they are burying the cables in Pattaya. Truth? Burying the cables? I have no idea what kind of cables. Because I'm not sure about that, Tim. So, Bakal, you must have international driver's license in Thailand. You will get a fine if you drive with your normal driver's license. You must also have insurance that specifically covers tourist rental. Yes, that is true. That's why I got my Thai driver's license. So, Bakal says, of course, you must have a helmet too. Yeah, you definitely got to have a helmet, especially if you're going to be in Pattaya. You better have a helmet because they love writing those 1,000 baht fines. They love writing them. Our experience says yes, soy Bacau or 500 baht fine. Just ask Jerry. Maybe it was 500 for the helmet and 1,000 for going the wrong way. I can't remember, on a one-way street. I can't remember. Jojo says I can barely understand your accent. Then you probably don't want to watch the video, I would imagine, unless you just want to. I have a feeling that that's 5 seconds of your life that you'll never get back that it took you to type that comment. It's just sad. Tim says, we have one earth, brother, no matter where you lay your head. That's true. Dino says, usually the cops only check for bike license at the end of the month. There's a lot of truth to that. Gormore says, what accent? That's because he's got the same accent. Similar accent. Soy Bacau, VA is not honored by Thai hospitals, so I don't know how effective it will be if you're in Thailand. Yeah, you would probably have. I know all the VA services are in the Philippines. I do know that. So that may be an option for you, but I just can't recommend going to live in the Philippines for so many reasons. I just can't. Tim says, is an international driver's license the same as these new driver's license in America so you can fly? That is also an excellent question because I haven't had any of those new driver's license in America. I've been gone too long. But I'm sure somebody could probably help you out. Where was I at? You're welcome, Brett. I saw your comment down there. Let's see. Brad says, yes, Cambodia loves to trade in USD. They can easily shortchange you that way. That's true. Jojo says it's Southern. I think I'm in Ireland. Well, then, yep, you're probably going to have a problem understanding. When am I going to Pattaya next? Probably a couple weeks. Dino, I'll be down there. Got some friends to see and some people to talk to. Hello to Ireland. Yes, indeed. Gilmore Hike says some beautiful landscapes in Ireland. I've never been. I know I've never been either. I'd love to go. Cass says all you have to do is watch road accidents in Thailand on YouTube. There are March 2019 videos up already. It simply makes you stay off motorbikes and rent real taxis when you can. It's wise to watch. Yep, I get on that motorbike every day, man, and I'm always saying some type of little prayer before I take off. Jojo says what laced with cyanide? A bubble tea. Bubble tea. Soy Bacau says Jojo Bean, what accent? That's right. Tord says Cambodia currency, real or American dollars? Great question. I've not been to Cambodia yet. Been to Laos, but not Cambodia. Are you experienced bubble tea? Yeah, that was another story that I hit up this morning. Apparently, it was meant for her friend, but she took her bubble tea and drank it, and she did not make it. Welcome again for the recap, Brett, for sure. Jojo says we have lots of castles. What's bubble tea? I would Google bubble tea if you don't know what it is. It's much easier for Google to show you pictures than it is for me to explain it. Gilmore Hike says, anybody in here been to St. Helena Island in the Atlantic Ocean? I saw a TV show about it. It looked nice. That would be cool. Soyba Cow says, toward grip, officially Cambodian currency is Rial. Am I saying that right? Rial? But USD is accepted everywhere and even preferred. Oop. Our experience says at toward grip, USD is the currency they use. Their money rials is worth outchanged. 1,000 rials is 25 cents. Wow. Tim says, how's the nightlife in Cambodia? There's many videos you can watch on that for sure. Felto says AAA also offers international. Yes, they do. Very good point. Very good point, Feltos. AAA offers international driver's license in the U.S. Not sure if there's a fee. I think there is a fee, but it's very cheap. Stuck in Florida says, what did they put your soup in if they don't use plastic bags? Kind of. Oh, I know what you're saying. No, the plastic bags haven't been like outlawed. Just retailers. It's just retailers, like in retail stores. That they so your street vendors that or your open air restaurants, that kind of thing, that are going to use soup or whatever, they still use plastic. Richard says the best way to get into real Thai culture: go to the temple, respect etiquette, dress properly, get the hell out of Pattaya. Can experience real Thai culture nearby, Bang Sara, Satahit, Rayong, etc. I lived in Rayong for 16 months. I've been to Satahit. I don't know how many times I've been to Bang Sara or Saray. Once or twice, I think. But you make a good point, Richard. Thank you. Our experience says bubble tea is Chinese drink that looks like juice, but it is tea based. Yes, tea based, and it's got bubbles. It's got jelly bubbles in it, and it's actually a Vietnamese drink, I think. Addie says, never get a kangaroo angry here. They like to box you. That's funny. Emmanuel says, take care, my friend. Okay, brother, you take care as well. I appreciate you dropping by. Let's see. Where did Tim's comment go? U.S. Navy here, baby. Oh, good for you, Tim. We appreciate your service very much. Gilmore Hike says, I saw a story on the news here in USA. It showed a koala caught in a fire crying, and a lady walked over, took the shirt off her back, and wrapped it up in the koala. Saved it. That's awesome, man. Brett is U.S. Air Force. I don't know what 24.5 means, but Brett, thank you for your service. I did not know we had so many veterans in there. That's awesome, man. Oh, that's sad about the koala. Soyba Cows talking to Tim says, go to your local AAA to get an international driver's license. You'll need 2 passport size pics. Cool. That's why I like this live stream. We solve a lot of problems in here, or answer a lot of questions. Soyba Cow said, nope, I just read that. Robert says, next time I come over, I will bring cornbread mix. Yes, Robert, you do that, buddy. Addie says, over 3,000 koalas lost. Man, that's terrible. Our experience is, yes, at 10, they are burying the cables on Beach Road when they are making a trolley or tram for Beach Road. I did not know that. So good information, guys. Roger says, not retired from military, just did 4 years in the late 70s, was stationed in Drama, Greece for 2 years. That sounds like fun. But it's still cool that you served, man. Tim says, chair force, just kidding. I hear you. Hey, Ross. Ross says yellow. I don't know what Ross is talking about, but he says yellow. Brett says, Roger McGee, I spent 12 years stationed in Athens, Crete, Greece. Athens and Crete, Greece. I've always wanted to go to Greece and take photos. That would be awesome. It's good. Always good to have you guys in here, man. Let's see. I lost the comments again. Give me 1 second, guys. Good Lord, how did I fall so far behind? Hang on, here we go. Okay, so Will says, good morning, DoMoreLife. Good morning to you, Will. DoMoreHike says, what accent? We're the only ones that don't have accent. How y'all doing? I love it. Everybody saying, hey, Ross. Hey, Ross. Ross has a channel. DoMoreHike has a channel. Are You Experienced has a channel. You guys go check them out. I'm sure you'll enjoy their content. Ross says, and all who saw me last night, you're welcome. Those who saw me know what I am talking about. I have a sneaky suspicion I know what you're talking about. I believe you were in a restricted location. Dino says, I think the no helmet fine is 400 baht, but they usually accept 200 on the table. That's true. I got mine a little bit cheaper too. Tim says, Brett F, LOL, brother. Thank you for your service, my friend. That's cool, man. Ross had a late night last night. I'm sure he did. Roger says, that Brett cool. Crete is one place I never made it while I was stationed in Greece. I've always regretted that, but I had a great time there. I imagine I would too. Stuck in Florida says, I do, Ross and Round. You were, yeah. That's what I thought. Tim said, I just saw it this morning when I woke up, like just a couple seconds of where the stream had been, and I thought, Tim says, are real motorbikes available in Thailand? Not scooters, but like Harleys. You can get real bikes. Like I don't know necessarily that. I don't know 100% like necessarily that you can get a Harley over here. I imagine you could somewhere, but you can definitely get some type of motorbike for sure. Absolutely. Cody says, I'll box a kangaroo as long as it agrees to no kicking. That's funny. Thank you for throwing up the link. Are you experienced? Appreciate it. Tim says, cool. Not that I'm a Harley fan. Brett S says that Cody in Texas, good luck with not getting kicked. I know, right? Stuck in Florida, you can rent just about anything. Tim, that's very true. You just need the money. That's true. Eddie says, hi, JoJo Bean. I saw you two here in Oz a month ago. Joshua Tree tour, amazing. Caught up with friends around the world. Cool, man. Our experience is talking to Tim. He says, nightlife in Cambodia is exactly the same as Pattaya. I have videos on my channel for Cambodia nightlife, or Ed Sweeney is a Cambodian expert. Yes, and yes. Roger says, missing out on seeing Crete taught me a lesson, though I don't let chances pass me by anymore. That's called doing more life, and I like that. Kaz says, I personally don't think modern Thai ladies look hot to me anymore. I find Western women have surpassed them since the standard of beauty in the West is so high. Oh, I'm sorry, I just disagree with that. Cass says the college girls are all gym rats. That's true. Cass says it's been this way for 10 plus years. I agree. Ross says, JC, you need to get past Central and Eastern Thailand. I couldn't agree more. Cass says the motivation or perks of Southeast Asia seem gone. I wouldn't say that. There's still plenty of perks here. You just gotta. It's your mindset. Whether or not you see things here as perks, or whether you see them as like not perks. Let's just say it that way. Beanie says, is it really as bad for expats trying to stay in Thailand? I have a good retirement income and over 50 years old. Shouldn't be that hard. If you have a good retirement income and you're over 50, shouldn't be. I would get started with ThaiVisa.com. And if you really, really want to just get down to the nuts and bolts, just hire a lawyer. Go to integritylegal.com and they will you can get a free phone consultation and then ask them if they would be willing to provide legal services for you. And if you got the money, no problem, man. Let's see. Brett says Ukrainian women. Ooh, I've seen a lot of Ukrainian women, but not with like up close and personal. Bernie says no, it's quite easy. Brett says 24 and a half years. 24 and a half years. Dang, bro. That's a long time, man. Good for you. Good for you. And thanks again. We appreciate you, man. We really appreciate you. Ronnie says, I'm living in Thailand 4 years on military retirement income. Easy. There you go. I imagine it would be, well, maybe not easy, but easier. Ross says, to the person who asked about big bikes, there's a limit to the size of engine to 750cc. If you thought about importing Czech laws, they are destroying all used imports. Ronnie says that's well over 100K baht a month. You only need 65,000 a month and rent of about 12K up. You have an infinity pool and gym, etc. anywhere. Can't argue with you, man. Can't argue with you. Tim says, because when I move there, I will have to sell my bike and cars. Do not want to have to move them from Thailand. Yeah, definitely don't want to have to do that. What is the used car market like in Thailand? I haven't done a lot of research on it, to be honest with you, because I've always been more into motorbikes, but I imagine it would be just like the used car market anywhere else. You know, the older the car is, the more mileage it adds on it, probably the better discount you're going to get. And it probably wouldn't hurt you to have a Thai friend with you if you went to buy one. Will says many thousands bikes here. Yes, that's true. Plenty of cars also. That's true. Are you experienced? Talking to Kaz, we all love Thailand and a free trip equals wow, and people retire there because of the money savings versus USA or Western world. That is also a good point. Tim says, first I have to sell my house. That shouldn't be that hard to do. Well, I don't know. That shouldn't be that hard to do. Kaz says, after the rent, there's no perks. What's up, Prince? Good to see you, man. I would like a 2018 Mitsubishi Swift. Get you one, brother. Get you one. Mitsubishi Swift. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that at all. Rick says, what's up, Dr. J? Listen, I watched a video where another fella in Thailand said that you cannot exchange or use damaged bills. That's true. In other words, damaged bot money, even if it's slightly torn. Is that true? I would imagine the bot would be true, but definitely if it's a foreign currency, you're not going to be able to exchange. You need brand new money from the bank and keep it in some kind of secure, like plastic shell or something that's going to keep the dollars secure so that they do not get bent or in any way, form, or fashion. Cass says cheap rent isn't enough, but it has some great cheap rent. Okay. Let's see. Ronnie O, I've never had a torn bill in 4 years. Good for you, bud. Cass says everything but knockoff crap and cheap rent is more in Thailand. I can't say I agree with that. I just don't agree with that. There are many things that are cheaper here than the States or the Western world. Many things. But it's okay for you to have an opinion, no problem. So Cal says, Tim, be sure to go live in Thailand for a few months before you do anything, selling everything. And selling is a big step, I assume is what he meant, and you want to go learn all about Thailand before you do that. I agree, and I also made a video on that early last month called Do You Really Want to Sell Everything and Move to Thailand? Or something like that. Probably watch that video. It's pretty good. Cass says great advice. That is definitely great advice. You always want to move here and just chill out, hang out for a while. Cass says don't move, don't buy, just go vacate and rent. You can do that for a little while. Nothing wrong with that. Hang on, lost my spot. Yeah, okay. Guess I just read that. Ross says used cars are a plenty in Thailand. Most are overpriced. Many are repoed. Okay, that's fair enough. Jonathan says considering the average income in Thailand about 20K baht a month and seeing prices in supermarkets, I would say Thailand is very expensive. I would encourage you to come to Thailand and stay for 30 days and then come back and let us know if you think it's really expensive. That's what I would encourage you to do. Because from the outside in, it's easy to look and say, oh, things are overpriced, this, that, and the other. So I get it. My name is Prince. Nice. We were at Central Festival until about 10, and then I watched Messiah on Netflix until 1. Oh, cool. Cass says that's, Thais think a taxi with 3 million miles on it is worth new sticker price. Tim says, how hard is it for American to buy a house in Thailand? I'll let Ross answer that for you. Gilmore Hike says, I watched The Witcher on Netflix last weekend. I liked it. My Prince says, I like your wife's car, Ross, by Hatchback. Ronnie says, you can only buy a condo in a building 50% owned by Thai, no land, home ownership allowed. I know that's not true because Ross owns this house. And so that part's definitely not correct. Prep for it. Still going back to Thailand. I love it there. Thank you for the latest info, Jeremy. You're more than welcome. Prep for it. Thank you for being such a steady part of this channel. I really appreciate it. Ronnie says you can lease land though. Cody says so I can get an '86 Plymouth Laser. Slope Cow says, Tim, you cannot own land, and if you buy a condo, you will have trouble selling it. Many own market, but few buyers. Best just to rent. Ross says, Tim, check out a video on investment visa. I go over how to own a house as a foreigner. There you go. Stuck in Florida says, Tim, you can. Sorry, thought we had a PayPal, but we didn't. Stuck in Florida says, Tim, you can own a condo or you can own a house, but not the land. You have to lease the land. Very interesting. And why did that happen again? Jonah says you cannot own a house in Thailand unless you set up a company. It costs money, and in the end, you will lose money if you want to sell it because you are wrong. That's my experience. Tim says, Ross, thank you. What is your channel's name? It's Ross and Rayong. That's his channel's name. Who let the dogs out? Ross says, "Staying in Florida, you can own land. You need to set up company first, then get some power of attorney to have all voting shares." DoMoreLife says, "Who let the dogs out?" He's talking about Ross's dogs. Yes, that's the link to Ross's channel. Brett says, "I sold my soul a long time ago and spent the money in Reno at the Bunny Ranch." That's hilarious. That's funny, dude. I don't think I would have spent it at the Bunny Ranch. I would have probably came to Southeast Asia and spent it myself. Yeah, Roger says Ross let the dogs out. Keeping it simple. That's funny. Let's see. Soy Cow says best to bring $100 bills for best rate, and they must be like new and not marked, torn, or damaged in any way. Agreed. Let's see. Gilmore says another good Netflix program, World War II in color. They take color footage and restored film and talk about the history. That's cool. Cass says Joanne, I think. If you want a tiny couch that breaks, it's cheap. If you want a t-shirt that's made out of tree pulp, cotton, it's cheap. If you want crap Thai food like rice and sauce, it's cheap. And rent. Nothing of quality is cheap. Disagree with that. Everything is the same as the West, if not more. Definitely disagree with that. And knockoff stuff is worse. I don't buy knockoff stuff, so I don't really have an opinion on that. Rent in Thailand is great, though. Yes, rent is great. Cody says, my opinion, Thailand would be expensive if you made 20,000 baht. Yes, not foreigners who make or have a retirement fund at 3 times that. That's true. If you make 60,000 baht a month over here, you should live a pretty comfortable life. Ross says foreigners cannot own 49% of Thai company, but get voting shares to not have it sold out from underneath you. Cody says, if I were 30-ish, I knew what you meant, Cody. Tim says, leasing land, we talking about like 100-year leases? Cass says, one more draconian thing, they watch you wherever you go, and if your money isn't brand new, it's useless. Not really sure about his comments. Only 30-year leases recognized by law. Roger says, hardest thing about moving to Thailand, giving up my cat. I can imagine. I know some people that that have some pets that would like to bring with them. Ross says, bring your cat. I brought my 4 dogs. Stuck in Florida, Tim. I've only owned one brand new car, and it was the worst investment I ever made. Typically, that happens. Dino says the vid you did the other day at the noodle place. Where was the location? It was in one of the central festivals or central somethings here in Bangkok. I can't remember which one. And one of them on the outside of Bangkok. But they're a franchise, so they probably have stores just about everywhere, or restaurants just about everywhere. 30, 60, 90 are the lease agreements usually. Ross says, I brought 2 8-year-old and 2 9-year-old dogs. Go more hike. If my cat was still alive, I wouldn't want to put her through the flight. Cody in Texas says, I love seafood and rice, which is cheap, and draw for me. Love it. Ed L says, love the hat. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it very much. Cass says, I found most Thai meals the same as Western cost. Well, then you haven't eaten the right Thai meal. Just go look at the video I put out last night. Look at the video I put out last night. I got 2 full plates of food, good food, 2 very good quality drinks, all of it for less than for 209 baht, which is less than $6. Go do that in America. Yeah, she's shopping at the wrong place. That's just not true, Kaz. If you want rice, meat with bones, that's just not true. That comment's just not true. Sorry, just not true. Dino says, "What other YouTubers have you met that do vids in Thailand?" I met a few. I met Kev before he left, and I met Rob, and I met the two Nicks, and I've met Swasti, and I've talked to Thaitastic, and I've talked to Adam from shit. What's the name of his channel? Adam and Sai, their channel. I talked to Adam a lot, or not a lot, but I've talked to him quite a few times. Not, I'm not really, meeting other vloggers is not really my thing, but if it happens, it's cool. It's cheap at places, but expensive in most places. Ed L says, very mysterious looking today, looking like a Russian spy, old James Bond movie. That was the look I was going for, so I achieved it. No, I'm just kidding. This guy sounds like he's trolling. Obviously, Prince. Yeah, definitely. He's just talking to get feedback. Tim says, Jeremy, you ever heard of a YouTuber called Kevin Thailand? Yeah, I have. I met him. Gomer says, I have a surprise announcement. Does anybody want to hear? This is going to be a joke. Anon 555. Good to see you in here, brother. Got my next video I put out was inspired by you, as a matter of fact. No, the days of 50 baht meals are not done. I eat breakfast every morning for less than 50 baht, and I am full until lunchtime, completely full. Ed L says, have you met King Epic? No, I have not met King Epic. I met Chief Charlie. Okay, dude. Kaz, here's what I'm gonna say to you. You made your point. Okay. Everybody understands you think Thailand is as expensive as the West. We don't condone anybody's opinion around here. You have the right to make it, but it's becoming redundant now. And if it keeps going, we'll probably remove your comments. Just to let you know. Okay, you made your point. Good point. You made your point. Cody in Texas says the rice comes straight from a farm package in a warehouse for months. It's different when I'm positive. I love Cody. The holistic trainer. Yeah, that's it. Ross, thank you. That's it. That's Adam and Sight. Anon says, evening, Jeremy. Like the two videos you put out. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciate it. I'm not reading Kaz's comments anymore. Go More Hike says, I have started a vegetarian diet. I'm giving it a try. I never thought I would, but I'm trying it. I didn't think you would either, especially being from the South. But hey, man, do your thing. If it works out for you, please let me know. I would love to hear about it. Stuck in Florida says, sorry you had such a bad experience for Mr. Kaz, but in my experiences, you're completely wrong, and I agree. Rick, what's up, Jeremy? Thank the fellas for me for answering the question about damaged money. I didn't know they would not take torn or damaged bot bills in Thailand. Wow, that's good info to know. You're welcome, Rick. Tim says, ever hear of a YouTuber in Thailand named Jeff Downs? I've heard of a YouTuber named Jeff, but not Downs. I don't know if that's his last name or not. You don't mean to break my heart, Kaz. Yeah, that's what I thought. And by the way, I didn't delete you. My moderators did. Ross says there are double standards for foreigners in many tourist areas. Outside the tourist areas, you will not see so much of it. Where I live, I am treated the same, but I have been here 5 years. Prince says, Ross, did you just publish a video? Good morning, says Ross. If you get any more well adapted, I'm going to have to start calling you Foreigner Ross. That's funny, man. That's hilarious. Filtho says about the Thai food price debate. I'm a carnivore. Was very satisfied with ribs platter at Cheap Charlie's for like 120 baht. Oh my God, seafood you can get. They can no man, I can't leave that comment up because of the last part of it. But that thanks for the comment, Filthos. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yes, this has been a good chat, and we'll start wrapping it up real quick. Price I put out on video yesterday, thumbnail is a funny map of USA, says Ross. Yeah, I thought that was a good idea, Ross. By the way, your thumbnail that had all the what each state not exports the most, but is it exports or is it has the most people working in it? Really appreciate that. Oh, Roger is coming through again? Yeah. Did you just do that twice, Roger? I don't know. I have to wait and see if my email pops up or not. Look at my PayPal. But it looked like Roger just dropped 25 more. I don't know. We'll see in a second. Thank you guys that have contributed. So while I'm saying that, Prince says I just got a notification. Oh wow. Thanks, Gilmore. Stuck in Florida, Tim. I watch both Jeff's and Kev's channels just to get different perspective. Yeah, you should absolutely. Ed said loves Jeff and Kev's channel. Then it says why are you up to later? I don't know yet. I've got to edit this, and then I've got to edit videos. I did record some content from last week, so I'm gonna see. Thank you for throwing up the PayPal link. There is probably the final link to the PayPal we'll put up. If anybody wants to contribute, you're more than welcome to. If not, no problem. Most employees per state. That's what it was. Good job, Ross. That was good. Hi, Jeremy. I'm a female traveler to Thailand. I was there last summer, 2019. I enjoy your videos. It says Emma's Channel 365. Thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate it. Tim says, Eddie, John, me too. Ross says, largest employer in each state. Gotcha. Thanks to all the mods. Great job. Oh, the mods have done a great. I'm going to get to the thank yous here in a minute. Rick says, are the military still in charge over there? Thanks, they are. Do they pretty much leave the citizens alone? Thanks, buddy. I haven't had any run-ins with the military, so I can't say that it's a bad thing. They're having some trouble with the oppositions of parties right now. Rick says, oh, that was that question. Richard, how much for a mango smoothie in my comparison? Bangkok, 60 baht. Saigon, 20,000 dong, 90 cents. Phnom Penh, $1.20 to 25% less upcountry away from the tourist trap for all three. I've gotten a mango. Remember, I live just outside or on the outskirts of Bangkok, so I've gotten a mango shake before for 40 baht, which is very reasonable. And says Rent Hub has tons of apartments, good apartments in Bangkok for less than 10K a month. That I live in one for less than 10K a month, and that's a great apartment. Decent locations as well. That's true. Roger hit the thumbs up, so that must have been another PayPal. Roger, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That was that's a big deal, and everybody else that contributed, that just kind of made. I'm trying to get my email to refresh so I can total it up here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this thing. on, let me close it down. Try it again. We'll see if it comes up then. But thank you, Roger. I very, very, very much appreciate it. Very, very much appreciate it. Robert says, I like pumpkin cheesecake. Ooh, that sounds good. Russ Around says that Richard 40 bought around here in open markets. Yes, sir. Me busy. What's up, man? Hey, Jay, and all you fellas. Great to hear things are well. Anyone in Wahin area? I am definitely not in Wahin, unfortunately. Tim says, night all. Thanks all for tips and folks. You are most welcome, Tim, and everybody that contributes. Just appreciate it so much. Thank you. Addie says he just subscribed to Emma channel. That's cool. Nothing wrong with the little promotion on here. Ross says I've only seen military at the bases and up north at border areas of Thailand. Yeah, I don't think I seen the military come through in like vehicles, maybe 3 or 4 times, but I've never had any interactions with them. Gilmore Hike says, and I like lemon meringue pie. Ooh, me too, man. You and Cody always drive me crazy with food. Emma says, if you ever meet any married couple expats or female expats in Thailand, I'm wondering if interviewing them would be interesting to get a different perspective. Of course it would be. You're trying to find my PayPal link? It's right. It's 2 comments below. Are you experienced? Put the PayPal link up there. That if you're going to contribute, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Somebody contributed. Yep, that was Rogers. 25. See how long it took that email to come through? Rogers 25. You are the man, Roger. You must have got some extra pay at Christmas or something. I appreciate you, brother. You kind of yeah, I appreciate you, man. That's because let's see, we got the one anonymous person, and then we got Roger, and then we got Roger. So thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Ross in where is Ross? Emma's channel says thank you. You are welcome. Robert says anytime I chat with the military, it has always been good. They were always friendly in my experience. BC says Emma Foreigner Joe has a good video of a single older woman who lives in Thailand. She does an interview. I like to meet Foreigner Joe. I've seen that and I like that one. Cool. Cody in Texas says I'm like Booger from Revenge of the Nerds when it comes to any kind of pie. I bet you are. Old school reference, yes. Christopher says, is there a Long John Silver's here? I've never seen one. No Long John Silver's, Ross says. Prince says, Long John Silver's, nope. Or he doesn't like it. Stuck in Florida, who the hell wants Long John Silver's when you can have actual seafood? That's so true, especially down where Ross lives in Rayon. You get like some really, really, really fresh seafood down there. So, that's a good place to go for seafood. Really good place. Me busy. Emma, LOL, I'm an older female traveling with my mom and my youngest daughter. We were getting ready to take the night train to Malaysia for a few months for our visa run. There you go. Addie says, have to go, guys. Happy New Year. See you, Addie. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. Christopher says, better than Long John Silver's. The seafood here is definitely better than Long John Silver's. Prince says, I was in Malaysia 2 weeks ago. Awesome, dude. Rick says, if you have American bank account using ATM in Thailand, is the exchange rate automatic? Does it come out bot money? Yes, it comes out bot money. The exchange rate is also set. Sorry for sounding silly, one of those dumb questions. That's not a dumb question. That's fine. But if the exchange rate, let's just say, like Ross's video did a good job of explaining that. Let's just say I'm not using his numbers, but I don't think. But let's say the exchange rate is 31 flat over here, right? That's the actual exchange rate, $1 to 31 baht. And you go to get it from your ATM, you're probably going to get like 28.9 or 29 flat for your baht. So you're looking at losing 1 baht for every dollar. So that's how it works, I think. Anna says, look up Wake and Bake Thailand on Facebook. She can do any bake good you want, including pies. I will do that. I will definitely do that. Emma says, I went to Rayong specifically after watching Jammer's videos. Cool. That's awesome. Now you got Ross in Rayong, and he's still pumping the videos out there. Gilmore Hike says, I never saw that movie all the way through, Chris. Ross says that Rick, each bank's ATM have different rates depending on where the ATM is located. That's true. Yep. Head to the resort. That's a good place to stay. And in fact, if you would like to see a full review of, well, they weren't quite finished yet. Ross has, I think he has a full review that he did of the resort that his wife owns. But I did 3 videos on it, and they are in the playlist called Buntham and Shui Resort. And Prince says, I made a video, Ray. I hear you, man. Yeah, and it's on Google Maps too, which is really, really cool. So that being said, thank you guys. Love you very much. All of you. Appreciate you very, very, very much. On your way out, hit that thumbs up button. To my moderators, thank you so much for always doing such a good job. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Hey, Troy, unfortunately, we're closing down, brother, but good to see you. Thanks to the moderators. Thank you to everybody who contributed monetarily to the channel. That really helps, especially now that it's after the new year and the CPMs have dropped. It really helps more than you could possibly know. Holy shit. Brett, love you, man. Love you, dude. You that was that came out of nowhere. Wow. This is why I always try to put out the best information to get the best people to help me right here, because people like this send you this. That's $100 right there, and I love you for it, man. I really do, and I appreciate it so much. You know you've done a good job on the live stream when you get a $100 contribution at the end of it. And not that, I'm talking about everybody in the live stream, not just me. Everybody that's answered questions and helped out, all that stuff, absolutely amazing. That's yeah, woo for sure. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. So yeah, that is a good way to end the chat. Y'all know I don't curse very much, but that was that's a biggie, biggie right there. Thank you. Thanks again, Brett. Really appreciate it. What else was I going to say? Moderators, great job. Those who monetarily contributed, really great job. Fantastic contributions from Roger and Brett today. And also we had the anonymous person that wants to remain anonymous. I appreciate that. Very, very good. Brett says, you gave me a good chuckle with that reaction, bro. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, and it keeps this channel going. And you're going to see in videos coming up that I have been traveling. I've just been laying back on the videos and the editing portion. So it helps me to make the content for you guys. And, like now today, I have a plan to go out to at least one place and make more content. Emma, my next live stream will be 9 a.m. Next week, same time or same place, same time, same day. Always on Saturday mornings in Bangkok. 9 a.m. So thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the contributors. Super thank you to the contributors, and super thank you to the moderators, because you guys did a great job of getting rid of some people that we didn't need in here. Cody says, I thought Jay was going to dance the jig. I almost did, man. That was awesome. I was going to do that, go more hiking. I thought maybe I shouldn't, but you know what? I think I will do that. I really think I will. I think I'll do a food review on Pizza Company. I will. Our experience says Jared does at least every Saturday, Friday night for us in the West. Yes, sir. Every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Bangkok time. That's correct. I don't think I've seen one on YouTube. I don't think I have either, to be honest with you, Go More Hikes. So maybe I'll do that. Anyway, hey, Carolina Hillbilly. I wanted to let everybody know that this has been an outstanding day, and what a tremendous end to a live stream. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Brett. And hey, Gordon. No, Christopher S. We don't even use that word in the live chat. Sorry, buddy. We don't talk about any of that at all for any reason ever. And we're just gonna go ahead and do that and be done with it. Anyway, I love you guys. I mean it. Have a great weekend. No matter what you do today, be sure you do more life. And just know that I really, really appreciate you guys very, very much. Anchovies on pizza, they rock. Oh, I don't know if I can do anchovies, but I might try it, Brett. Just for you, man. We'll see what happens. Take care, guys. I'm out of here. See ya.